It's still the first day of SAASTEC, and with me here I have the chair of this association. They all call him Prof Wesi, but I'll allow him to introduce himself. Prof, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Professor Rufus Wesi, and as mentioned, I am the chairman of SAASTEC.
Okay, so Chair, can you please tell us what is the main goal for this 25th meeting?
With this 25th meeting of SAASTEC, we hope to be able to engage with the vast theme of the conference that encompasses the vast expanse, the cosmos, what's happening up there in space, but we also go down into the depths of the ocean. We've got sessions and presentations that are dedicated to bring to help the delegates engage with oceanography and life in the oceans and marine science. But also central to the theme is to look at ways and means in how to bring in research into the day-to-day activities of science centers.
Yeah. So because it's 25, it means it's 25 years of this association or this meetings annually. So far, with all these reflections and themes, what have you guys achieved with this association?
For me, there are two things that I can point out. There are many achievements, but two of them stand out. Yeah. Now, the first one is that the Science Center as an idea in the country has been able to brand itself and sell itself as an idea. 25, 30 years ago in the country, nobody knew what a Science Center is. Well, we would know what a museum is, but the concept of Science Center was foreign to us in the country, 30, 26, 27 years ago. Yeah. But today, when we talk of a Science Center, an average school learner would know what a Science Center is, and he would have probably visited a Science Center. So that's number one. But the second one is the growth that we have seen. When the Science Center movement started in 1998, it was we only had about a handful of about science centers that gathered there to found this organization. And today we're boasting about 50 science centers that are members of this organization. Now that's growth from 5 to 50 in about 25 years, but it's still not growth big enough for us to be able to serve the demand that's out there. We need to grow even faster than that.
Talking about the demand and also the number of science centers that we have, I'm sure there's someone that's watching the video and like, is this science center a school? What is this science center?
Good question, and it goes to the point that I indicated earlier in terms of we having to define our identity, so that we have a brand. We are definitely not a school. We are definitely not a museum, but we have evolved as science centers from museums. And how different are we from museums? We are different in the sense that when you walk into a museum, you will find displays there that are shelved behind glasses, and some of them will be labeled "Don't touch," only for viewing. But then science centers introduce an element of interactivity where you engage with your hands, where you touch, you press buttons, you mix things, you rotate. So there is engagement, hands-on engagement, which is what you don't find in a typical museum. But how different are we from a school? Yeah. Remember, schools follow prescribed, set, timed curriculum. Yes. But science centers offer what is called free choice learning. You decide, you choose to go to a science center. Of course, unless maybe you have a school trip that you have got to go into because your teacher says so. But it's meant to be a destination of choice for people to go there because you saw something exciting and you want to go there again and learn more and get the richness of the experience.
Okay, this is very interesting, but I would like to ask, are there challenges that you are facing as an association as you're trying to place the science centers or support that you're not getting?
Yeah, two things. We are not understood enough by the public out there in terms of who we are and what it is that we're seeking to achieve. And as your question earlier, we are confused at times with what schools are supposed to be doing. So that is the question of identity for me. But the other challenge is that of funding. Running a science center is a costly undertaking, and the work that we do is not easily understood by funders out there because you don't have students of your own. So at the end of the year, you are not able to say that I tutored this many students and I've been able to pass so many at this grade. So you are not able to claim, and so it becomes difficult also to show the impact of your work because we do what we do in support, not as people who own students. We don't have students of our own. We serve the public in general.
Yes. And when I was talking with the different communicators, you can tell that it's people that are doing it out of love and passion. But as now in this meeting, we have all the Southern African science centers here. What advice do you have for them to work better in the future? How can we collaborate to work and strategize in a way that will make us better defined and well understood in the future?
Key to the success of a movement, of an entity like SAASTEC, is communication, is collaboration, is sharing of experiences, and that is why conferences like the one that we are having now are critical. We're having attendees, delegates from Mauritius, from Angola and from other parts of SAASTEC, basically. And in the past, we have had Namibia, Botswana, and Lesotho also participating because we are not a South African entity. We are a regional organization. So we have that kind of membership. So it then becomes important that as much as we meet once a year through a conference like this one, in between conferences, we also have engagements going, and the technology that we have today make things a lot easier for us to be able to do that. So, learning from each other becomes key, and for that we need to stay in touch, to be connected, to be creative, and to be innovative.
So do you have any last words or anything you're looking forward to as today the first day of the main conference and it's still going on until the weekend where people are leaving?
Indeed. I'm looking forward to to be wowed by presentations about space, about telescopes, about satellites, but I'm also looking forward to engage with international speakers that we have here. We have just had we have two of them from the United States of America, sponsored by Fulbright, the experts in science center work, and I'm looking forward to engaging with them, possibly around dinner table tonight or tomorrow during the one or more of the social functions that we are going to be having.
I know we also have a black tie. Are you ready with your tie?
I brought, and it's very black, and on a white shirt, a black jacket, and black shoes. I'm looking forward to that engagement.
Thank you so much, Prof. We're still in the 25th of SAASTEC, and today is day one. Looking forward to a lot of interviews, and I'm amazed. I'm looking for networking, building my network, and meeting a lot of science communicators.